Hello everyone, welcome to MathMug channel. In the previous video, we discussed some important models which are very much useful for the coming mains examination. Now let me cover some more models and which might be helpful for the coming mains examination. Just have a look. And before going to attempt the sums, once again, I am stressing you, first read the question and first to try it yourself. After that, look at the solution. Look at the procedure that what I did. Okay, now let's just have a look. Okay, if the 20th term of HP is 1 and the 30th term is minus 1 by 17, then find the value of largest term. Okay, so you know how the HP terms will be. If the terms are in AP, then their reciprocals will be in HP. Now 20th term in AP is nothing but A plus 19D, where A is the first term and D is the common difference. So reciprocal of this is nothing but 1 plus 1 by A plus 19D, which is equals to given 1. And the 30th term is given minus 1 by 17. So that means 1 by A plus 29D is equals to minus 1 by 17. Okay, A plus 19D is equals to, you got 1, and A plus 29D is equals to minus 17. Now let me solve these two equations. So you get cancelled by subtracting 29D minus 19D. You are getting 10D is equals to minus 18. So D is equals to minus 18 by 10. This is nothing but minus 9 by 5. Let me substitute A value. Let me calculate A value, sorry. So this implies A is equals to 1 minus 19D. So what you are getting? 1 minus 19 into D is nothing but minus 9 by 5. So you are getting this is 176 by 5. Yes. Now come to the question. Actually what is given, what we have to find? Then the value of the largest term. So we don't know which one is the largest term. So let me take nth term is nothing but the largest term. So let me calculate the nth term of this. Now nth term of this AP is equals to Tn is equals to 1 by A plus n minus 1 into D. So this is in HP since. So what you are getting? 1 by A is nothing but 176 by 5 plus n minus 1 into D is nothing but you are getting minus 9 by 5. So let me take LCM and so you are getting 5 by, so this what you are getting 176 plus 9 185, and this is minus 9n. Now this term should be maximum, right? So to maintain this maximum value, this output should be maximum. So this output is maximum only when this denominator is minimum. So let me calculate the minimum value. So 185 minus 9n is a minimum when, so let me substitute n values. What you are getting, n is equals to 1 2 3 5, how much you are getting this, n is equals to 20. Yes, when n is equals to 20 you are getting 180, 185 minus 180, 21. Then you are getting negative value. If you are getting negative value, n is equals to, then it could not be the maximum one, sorry, it is not the minimum one. So when n is equals to 20, this value will be 5. Okay, therefore Tn is equals to 5 by, when I substitute n is equals to 20, then what you are getting 5, which is equals to 1. So the largest term is nothing but 1. See, for example, if I am substituting n is equals to 21, what happens? Okay, so n is equals to 21, 185 minus 9n will be negative value. So this total value will become negative value. So Tn is equals to negative value. You could not expect that is the maximum, since we are going to find the largest term. Now if I'm taking n is equals to 19, the total value must be less than 1 only, right? So 185 minus 9n is the minimum when n is equals to 20. So we are expecting the positive value. 185 minus 9n positive value, that is possible when n is equals to 20. And n should be integer. So you have to keep this point in mind. You should not take the fraction. Why? Because you are calculating the nth term. So finally, how much you are getting? This is nothing but a Tn. Nth term is equals to Tn is equal to 5 by, when I am substituting n is equals to 20, you got that value. So is equals to 1. 1 is nothing but nth term, that is nothing but the largest term. So now according to your given question, that is the largest term value is nothing but 1 in this sequence. Next, come to the next question. The maximum sum of the AP 20 plus 19 1 by 3, 18 2 by 3 plus 18 and so on. So this output should be maximum. See, clearly you can observe one thing: 20, 19 by 1, 19 1 by 3, 18 2 by 3, the values are gradually decreasing. So gradually decreasing means somehow if you are decreasing like this, you will get negative also. Once you are getting negative terms, from there onwards, the sum definitely will be going to decrease. So to get the maximum, we should stop at particularly the positive values only. We have to calculate sum of all positive values. Since we have to stop at positive values only, so let me consider the last term is nothing but a Tn, which is positive. So let me take this Tn, a plus n minus 1 into d should be greater than or equals to 0. If I'm taking the last term negative, then the sum is not going to be the maximum value. From there onwards, it decreases some more. So to get the maximum, we should stop at the last term, that should be positive. So let me calculate a value and d value from this series. So clearly a is equals to 20 and d is equals to common difference. How much we are getting? D is equals to minus 2 by 3. Clear. So let me substitute here: 20 plus n minus 1 into d is nothing but minus 2 by 3 should be greater than or equals to 0. So this is 20 greater than or equals to n minus 1 into 2 by 3. So this 30 is greater than or equals to n minus 1. N is less than or equals to 31. So we have to consider the maximum. The positive values are available up to 31 terms only. So we have to calculate the sum of 31 terms. So if you are calculating sum of all the 31 terms, you are getting the maximum of all these terms, maximum sum of all these terms. So S31 is equals to, how can you calculate? So let me write this formula: n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So n is nothing but 31 by 2, and this is 2a 40, and plus 30 n minus 1 30 into minus 2 by 3. So how much you are getting? 31 by 2 into 40, and this is minus 20, and this is 31 by 2 into 20. So you are getting 310. Move to the next question. If the sum of first p terms, first q terms, and the first r terms of an AP or ABC respectively. Okay, so this is nothing but what is given. A is equals to sum of first p terms, so you are getting p by 2 into this is nothing but 2a plus p minus 1 into d, where a is the first term, capital A, and d is the common difference. And next b is given as q by 2 sum of first q terms, this is 2a plus q minus 1 into d, and c is equals to r by 2 into this will be 2a plus r minus 1 into d. Now what we have to calculate? A by p. So let me evaluate a by p from this case. So what you are getting, a by p is equals to, bring this p this side, so 1 by 2 into 2a plus p minus 1 into d, then a plus p minus 1 into d by 2, and from this you can calculate b by q, which is equals to a plus q minus 1 into d by 2, and from this you can calculate c by r, which is equals to a plus r minus 1 into d by 2. When you bring this r this side, 1 by 2 into 2a plus r minus 1 into d, open this bracket, you are getting this. Now you have to calculate a by p into q minus r, b by q into r minus p, plus c by r into p minus q. So a by p into q minus r plus b by q into r minus p plus c by r into p minus q is equals to, what happens, a by p already we know, a plus p minus 1 into d by 2. So this is a plus p minus 1 into d by 2. We should multiply this whole term with q minus r plus a plus q minus 1 into d by 2 into r minus p plus a plus r minus 1 into d by 2 into this is p minus q. Okay, now so which is equals to, you can take common a, if you are taking common a, you are getting q minus r, and here a into r minus p, this is r minus p, and here you are getting p minus q, plus this time you can take common d by 2, so this is p minus 1 into q minus r plus q minus 1 into r minus p plus r minus 1 into p minus q. So all the terms get cancelled, you are getting 0. Here also opening this bracket, p into q minus r plus q into r minus p plus r into p minus q, you are getting cyclic rotation, that you are getting 0. And minus 1 into q minus r minus 1 into r minus p minus 1 into p minus q. Once again these terms are also getting 0. So finally you are getting 0. Next, come to the next one. 28 is divided into 4 parts in which are in AP. So you have to concentrate particularly this. If you want to take 4 terms in AP, so better, my recommendation is a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d, a plus 3d. If you want to take 3 terms, you have to take a minus d, a plus d. If you want to take 5 terms, a minus 2d, a minus d, a plus d, a plus 2d, like that. So not necessary to take like that. If you are taking like this, then you can comfortably complete the calculations. So that purpose only. Now the ratio of the product of their first and third to the product and second and fourth. Okay, so first and third is nothing but a minus 3d into a plus d, and ratio of next second and fourth, you are getting a minus d into a plus 3d is equals to how much it is given, 8 by 15. Now 28 is divided into 4 parts, so that means indirectly the sum of all these numbers is equals to 28. Minus 3d plus 3d get cancelled, so this is given 4a is equal to minus d plus d, minus d plus d is get cancelled. Totally sum is nothing but you are getting 4a, that is equals to 28. You got a is equals to 7. Now when I'm substituting a is equals to 7 in this, 7 minus 3d into 7 plus 3d whole by 7 minus d into 7 plus 3d is equals to 8 by 15. So let me cross multiply and simplification. After the simplification, you are getting d value 1. So once you got d value and a value, you can find the largest term. Actually the terms are nothing but what happens. Terms are when you substitute d is equals to 1, a is equals to 7, you are getting 4, and 7 minus 1 6, 7 plus 1 8, 7 plus 3 10. So now these terms are in AP and the largest term is nothing but 10. The largest part is 10. Next, move to the next one. Here P and Q are the roots of this equation and R, S, B the roots of this equation. P, Q, R, S are in AP. Okay. So here also you have to choose 4 terms. Let me choose 4 terms like this. So let me consider a minus 3d is the lowest one. This is increasing sequence. P, Q, R, S I am choosing like this. See, P and Q are the roots of this equation means indirectly. So this is P, this is Q, this is R, this is S. Sum of the roots P plus Q is equals to 2. And sum of the roots R plus S is equals to 18. From this you can conclude P plus Q. So you are getting 2A minus 4D is equals to 2. That implies A minus 2D is equals to 1. R plus S is equals to 18. 2A plus 4D is equals to 18. That implies A plus 2D is equals to 9. So let me calculate the sum. 2A is equals to 10. A is equals to 5. If A is equals to 5, then 2D is equals to 4. D is equals to 2. 2D is equals to 9 minus 5, 4. D is equals to 2. That's correct. Now, what we can calculate? We have to calculate A plus B. What is A? What is B? Let me cross check. A is nothing but product of the roots. So let me substitute A value, D value here so that you can find 4 terms. So the terms are A minus 3D, 5 minus 6, and A minus D, 5 minus 2, A plus D, 7, A plus 3D, 5 plus 6, 11. Now A value is nothing but product of the roots P into Q. Here A is giving this quadratic equation, product of the roots is equals to A, and this is you are getting minus 3. And what is B? Product of the roots, where R and S are the roots. R into S is equals to product of the roots is equals to 77. So what we have to calculate? A plus B, which is equals to minus 3 plus 77. You are getting 74. Next, move to the next one. Let AN, okay. So this, consider this is nothing but AN. AN be the nth term of a GP of positive numbers. And A to N, sum of sigma n is equals to 1 to 100, A to N is equals to alpha, this one, okay, such that the common ratio. Okay, proceed. So let me execute this sigma by putting n is equals to 1. You are getting A2 plus A4 plus and so on. A200 is equals to alpha. At the same time, for the next one, n is equals to 1, A1 plus A3 plus A5 plus and so on. This is nothing but A199 is equals to beta. You are getting like this. Now all the terms are in GP. So the terms are in GP is nothing but you are taking ar square. There is no particular specification of taking two terms or three terms like this, so that's why I'm taking general terms like this: ar square, ar cube, and so on. So let me use this one. This one is nothing but a first term a1, and this is a2, and this is a3, and this is a4. You are writing like this. So a2 is nothing but ar for this only, and a4 is nothing but ar cube plus and so on. A200 is nothing but ar power 199 is equals to alpha. Similarly, now come to this a1, that is nothing but a plus a3 is nothing but ar square plus and so on. Ar power 198 is equals to beta. Here you can take common ar, 1 plus r square plus and so on. R power 198 is equals to alpha. Here you can take common a, 1 plus r square plus and so on. R power 198 is equals to beta. See, you can observe one thing. This expression is nothing but same as to this expression. So divide these two. So what you are getting, alpha by beta is equals to this by this is equals to, you are getting r only. A into this expression, a into this expression get cancelled. So finally, what we have to calculate? Yes, the common ratio. Common ratio is equals to alpha by beta. Okay, next move to the next one. If x plus y plus z is equals to 15, and if a 9x y z a are in AP. Okay, these five terms are in AP, and this is possible whenever this is x plus y plus z is equals to 15, and this case is equals to possible if they are in HP, then the value of a. Okay, so now let me calculate this one. They are in AP. So let me calculate sum of all the terms. N plus 9 plus x plus y plus z plus a. So sum of n terms is nothing but Sn. Here n is equals to 5. Why? Because there are 5 terms are given. 5 by 2 into a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay. Okay. Instead of this, it is my suggestion is 5 by 2 into first term plus last term. Why? Because you know the first term and last term of this sum of n terms is equals to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, also can be written as a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is the first term and this is nothing but last term. Okay, so let me use this. You are getting x plus a. I think if you are using this, I think you are able to get directly. Why? Because you have to calculate this a value since x plus y plus z is given. Okay, proceed. This implies 9 plus already given this value 15 plus a is equals to 5 by 2 into this is the first term is given how much, 9, sorry, this is the 9 plus a. So how much you are getting, this is 24 plus a is equals to 5 by 2 into 9 plus a. So here 48 plus 2a is equals to 45 plus 5a. So 3a is equals to 3, a is equals to 1. A is equals to 1, already you got a is equals to 1, option is also given, but why it is given, it is unnecessary to us. Okay, anyhow, let me cross check this. Now continue with the same problem. So this time is given 1 by x plus 1 by y plus 1 by z is equals to 5 by 3. Okay, so let me cross check this. This time it is given 1 by x plus 1 by y plus 1 by z is equals to 5 by 3. And this time 9 x y z a are in HP. Actually already we got a is equals to 1, that is the final answer, but why it is given like this? So let me cross check. I think you may get a value here also the same one. Now the reciprocals obviously will be in AP. So what happens? So once again let me calculate sum of all the terms. 1 by 9 plus 1 by x plus 1 by y plus 1 by z plus 1 by a is equals to n by 2 into first term plus the last term. Okay, so 1 by 9 plus 5 by 3 plus 1 by a is equals to, this is 5 by 2 into 1 by 9 plus 1 by a. So what happens? This is nothing but 15 by 9, and this is 16 by 9 plus 1 by a is equals to 5 by 18, and this is 5 by 2a, and this is nothing but 32 by 18 minus 5 by 18 is equals to 5 by 2a minus 2 by 2a. So you are getting 3 by 2a, and this is 27 by 18 is equals to 3 by 2a, and 3 nines, and this is 3 by 2a. Okay, I think you are getting a is equals to 1 only. So a is equals to 1 is the final answer. So it is satisfying both the conditions. A is equals to 1 is the only value which is satisfying both the conditions. Okay, move to the next one. So this model is also very important. If a1, a2, a3 are in AP, such that a1 plus a2 plus a10 plus 24 is equals to 225, a1, a2, a3 and so on, a3 plus a24. Okay, see, if a1, a2, a3 and so on, an are in AP, then we have a1 plus an is equals to a2 plus an minus 1 is equals to a3 plus an minus 2 is equals to, and so on. So we can apply the same thing. Now there are a1, a2, a3 and so on, a24. These are the terms which are in AP. Now a1 plus a24 is always equals to a2 plus a23, and is equals to a3 plus a22 is equals to, and so on. Okay, now come to this expression. a1 plus a24 value is always equals to, say you can by adding these two bases, 3 plus 22 25, 2 plus 23 25, 1 plus 24 25. So using this mark, a1 plus a24, this is 25, a5 plus a20, that is also getting that. So definitely you are getting a5 plus a20 is also same as a1 plus a24, and a10 plus a15 is also nothing but a1 plus a24. So given a1 plus a5 plus a10 plus a15 plus a20 plus a24 is equals to 225. Now a1 plus a24 same as a5 plus a20, and it is same as a10 plus a15. So you can write this as 3 into a1 plus a24, which is equals to 225. So a1 plus a24 is equals to 7 3s are 21, 5 3s are 15. a1 plus a24 is equals to, you are getting like this. Next, let me continue with this. So let me calculate a1 plus a2 plus a3 plus and so on, a24. Sum of all the terms, right? N by 2 into first term plus last term. a1 plus a24. So this is 24 by 2 into this, already we got 75, am I right? So which is equals to, this is 12 into 75, getting 900. Okay, Next, move to the next one. The harmonic mean between two numbers is 4. The arithmetic mean is a, geometric mean is g. Between them satisfying this equation, 2a plus g square is equals to 27. Okay, so the harmonic mean of two numbers, let a and b are two numbers, and this 4 is equals to 2ab by a plus b. This is the harmonic mean. Now come to one more. Arithmetic mean is given a, geometric mean is g. Now 2a plus g square is equals to 27. That implies the arithmetic mean of two numbers a and b is a plus b by 2. 2 into a plus b by 2 is nothing but you are getting a plus b. So a plus b plus, and g square is nothing but ab. G is equals to square root of ab, geometric mean, is equals to 27. Now we have this result here, we can calculate. So 2 times of a plus b is equals to ab. Okay, so ab plus, in place of ab we can write 2 into a plus b, so you are getting 3 into a plus b is equals to 27. So by substituting ab value 2 into a plus b here, a plus b is equals to 9. A plus b is 9 means implies ab is equals to, substitute here, 2 into 9, 18. Now we have to calculate a value, b value. We have to find the numbers only. So see, sum of the roots and product of the roots. Let me frame the quadratic equation whose sum of the roots and product of the roots is given. The quadratic equation whose roots are a and b, that is nothing but x square minus x into sum of the roots is nothing but 9 plus product of the roots is equals to 0. Now 9x, this is 6 3s are right. X is equals to 6 and 3. These are the two numbers. Okay, move to the next one. Now in the sequence 1 2 2 3 3 3 4 4 4, wherein consecutive terms have the value n, that 150th term. Okay, this one is the important model. See, so last two is third term, right? So this is 1 2 3, last two is nothing but this one, and last three is 1 2 3 4 5 6, sixth term. So let me generalize. If you are generalizing, then you, if you are finding that logic, then you can find this. Last 4 is, so this is nothing but 6 7 8 9 10, 10th term. So let me write this one. So this is nothing but third term is nothing but 3 into 4 by 2, you are getting 6, and here 4 into 5 by 2, you are getting 10, and this is nothing but 2 into 3 by 2, you are getting 3. Okay, so what the observation you are getting? Last 2 is 2 into 3 by 2, last 3 is 3 into 4 by 2, last 4 is 4 into 5 by 2. So last n is n into n plus 1 by 2th term. Okay, so for example, if I'm using last 10 is 10 into 11 by 2, 55 only, but we have to get 150 at the term, not 10. So 15. So let me cross check. 15 into 16 by 2, 8 15s are 120. So you are very near, I think. Let me cross check one more. 16 into 17 by 2, and this is 8. You are very near. I mean, you may get 17 Last 17 is how much? 17 into 18 by 2. So how much you are getting? 153. Yes. So this is 150th third term. Last 17 is nothing but 153th term. Actually, this 17 appears obviously 17 times by the observation. 4 appears 4 times, 3 appears 3 times, 17 appears 17 times. So last 17 is 153rd term is nothing but indirectly you can expect 150th term also is 17. So you can finalize like this. So just use this logic. Last to 2, last to 3, last to 4. That is nothing but n into n plus 1 by 2. These results are applied by calculating n into n plus 1 by 2. Move to the next one. a1, a2, a3, n are non-zero real numbers. And a1 square plus a2 and so on, an minus 1 whole square, a2 square, a3 square, and so on, an square less than a1, a2, a2, a3, an minus 1, an whole square. a1, a2, a3 are in. So this is the lengthiest equation. So better take only few terms. If I'm taking a1 square plus a2 square only, and in this a2 square plus a3 square only less than or equals to a1 a2 plus a2 a3 whole square. So let me take only two terms only. So then what happens? a1 square a2 square plus a1 square a3 square plus a2 power 4 is less than or equals to a1 square a2 square plus a2 square a3 square, and this is 2 a1 a2 square a3. So how much we are getting? Okay, so here what happens? a1 square a2 square is get cancelled. I think here one more term is missing, right? So let me write this also. a2 square a3 square, a2 square a3 square is also get cancelled. This implies what you are getting, a1 square a3 square plus a2 power 4 minus 2 into a1 a2 square a3 is less than or equals to 0. So let me write the given equation, given inequality. So sigma, this is nothing but you can write like this, a1 a3 minus a2 square whole square is less than or equals to 0. So why? Because this is the expansion of a1 a3 minus a2 square whole square. So this is sigma is nothing but indicating sum of all the terms. Sum of all the terms is less than or equals to 0. Since all are nothing but perfect squares, less than 0 is not possible. Only the case is nothing but a1 a3 is equals to a2 square. So clearly a1 a2 a3 are in GP. Similarly you can continue with all the remaining terms, a1 a2 a3 and so on, an are in GP. GP is the final answer. Okay, that's enough. These are all the models which we covered in sequence and series. So this is Panindra Chaudhary signing out until we meet again. Thank you. All the best.